Today on Drawbli, we are drawing
fish! I'm so excited.
Click the subscribe button to be notified of future videos, and you can, of course, always share your fish online using the hashtag Drawbli.
We would love to see your fish that you come up with. All right, Ben, why'd you pick fish? You know I love fish. How did you manage to pick fish before I said, let's do fish?
I honestly think you came up with fish, right?
Oh, wait, I actually did. And we're doing the same thing here we did last time in that we are going to be...
It turned out so well.
...swapping iPads parts of the way through.
Yeah, I think it's nice to get... What would you say? A fresh perspective. I think there's a lot of good things that come from it.
It challenges us, I feel like. I mean, and it helps us keep our eye on the big picture instead
keep your eye on the prize.
Right. Getting caught up in tertiary details too quickly. As you can see, as I add the fins on this fin, you can see I'm definitely one who gets caught up in the tertiary immediately. Immediately. I'm like...
I don't know about immediately.
Yeah, before there's even like a block form on there, I've got like highlights of the eyeball.
I chose a Nemo.
A Nemo, okay.
A clownfish.
Yeah, I think scientifically we should rename those to be Nemos.
What type of hideous creature are you creating?
Oh my gosh, so actually I have drawn this exact fish years ago. It might have been this exact photograph.
Oh, really?
Because I watched a documentary.
Years ago.
Yes, documentary, and
it included
these
looks ridiculous.
Fabulous fringe head fishes.
Fringe head.
Which are otherwise known as the sarcastic fringe head.
All right, I'm going to request that we put up a photo of what it looks like with its mouth open.
I have one actually standing by.
Oh, you do?
Ready to go. And I could make a layer here, but I'll just throw it up on screen. Boop. And
so you have drawn this exact fish before.
Yes, but only in pen and ink. So I've never tried to add color. I was pretty hesitant to pick this fish for this challenge because...
Because why?
I wasn't sure about adding color into him.
What's wrong with the color?
He's muddy, and it's very muddy everywhere.
Okay. And?
This fish doesn't have his own Instagram following, you know?
He's ugly.
He's not beautiful,
say it.
And I love him for that. Not everybody can be, like, super gorgeous like you, Ben.
Wow. Yeah. Come together.
Me and my fringe head fish just want to be left alone. And this is truly their whole characteristic. They build these little burrows, and another fanghorn fish will come in near them and build his burrow. And they get so upset when they really just use their big frill moment that I showed you earlier, as far as I remember from this documentary, on each other. To tell each other, essentially, get out of my little lawn. They just eat the stuff that drifts by their little tunnel. The rest of their body is just like... Oh, I can't show you in that, but it doesn't go on much farther than this photo.
The rest of their body? What do you mean by that?
Well, I've only got the front of his body here, but the rest of his body is basically just like this. There's no flashy tail. He's just kind of like that. And he kind of sinks into his little hidey hole, which you can imagine is here. And
what do they do
defends
in there?
himself. He lives there.
He just be there?
They are born as grumpy old men. That's how they enter this world.
Okay.
Grumpy and with a lawn to defend. And they keep their lawns in nice order. You can see, look at the nice gravel he's on. That is not accidental.
Oh.
That is by design.
Do they actually like...
They do. I think they're one of those yard maintenance fish.
That's amazing.
There are fish like that spend a lot of time on their yards, and it's really sweet.
So if you were a fish, what kind of fish would you be?
Definitely this one.
Yeah? You'd take care of your lawn, and you'd
And I'd tell whatever neighbor that moved in next door, I'd be like, you're way too close. And
you really need to cut your grass.
Or you really need to sift your sand.
Yeah? I would be, then I'll be a clownfish, because they just kind of do their own thing, right? They just hide in their anemones. I'm trying to, like, get some of this anemone around it, but honestly, it's, like, so complex that I'm just, like, now getting messy with it. I'm just like, I don't know. I just need something back there in the background. Wow, that looks bad. Okay, back to the fish.
Back to the fish.
Back to the fish. I'm excited to... try working on your uggo, your Uggo fish. My my line art is off in a couple areas, but I'm just gonna roll with it. Nobody's gonna know. Nobody's gonna know the secret.
Nobody's gonna know.
I mean, some people watching might know.
Mm-hmm.
But they won't tell.
They won't even guess.
Keep it a secret.
Yeah. I am so enamored with what you taught me about creating a base layer, duplicating it, darkening that layer,
and
then erasing parts of it.
Is that the new thing?
This is the new hot thing. All the clubs are doing it. They're doing it in all the hot clubs.
Abby, that's what we're doing. We got to start a drawing club.
A drawing club?
Like, not a club, but like a bumpin' club.
A bumpin' club.
A bumpin' drawing club.
We'll play sick music on all the TVs in the club. Yeah. We'll just have like art videos on loop, you know, of people creating art because it's a drawing club.
Yeah.
That'd be really exclusive.
You have to know a password to get in.
What's the password?
We can't tell everybody the password. No. It's exclusive.
They'll have to play Wordle and win to get in.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did you do your Wordle today?
No. For those of you that don't know, we heard about this in a podcast. It's a game that...
We didn't hear from a podcast, but go on.
Oh, we didn't?
No.
Oh, it was a tweet from a podcaster.
Amazing.
Oh, wow.
What a wonderful world we live in.
That was worth correcting, John.
Full of possibilities. Like, we hear about
things from a tweet from your favorite podcaster.
Incredible.
Anyway.
The world is so beautiful.
It is a beautiful place. Anyway, in this game, you have to guess a word it's a 5-letter word every time, and you type in the letters. And it's kind of like Hangman, where if you get the letter wrong...
It is kind of like Hangman.
It turns out gray. You only have so many guesses. And in the end...
Just Google Wordle.
Yeah, just Google Wordle. Yesterday, I beat it. Ben didn't. I just want to point that out.
Wow, thank you. Rude.
Yeah, I'll just say it.
It's the first one I've missed.
Yeah.
It was a hard one. It was a hard one.
It was. And to be fair, I did actually get really lucky starting out. I got 2 letters correct in my first guess.
Gasp.
Yeah.
Well, I think that it is now time for us to do a little swapperoonie.
Let's do it. All right. You ready? 1, 2, 3.
Well, this guy is interesting.
He's fun, isn't he? I'm a big fan.
Yeah, what is going on here with your layers? A darkening layer, huh?
Uh-huh. And then I just erased parts of it.
Oh, no. He is very see-through. Well...
What did I do?
Nothing. Don't worry about it. I'm going to try... Oh, my goodness, Abby.
What are you doing?
Well, I will work with what I have. Good. Okay.
This is cool because you know what? That makes me realize there's another benefit of this is you're going to help me figure out areas in my workflow that don't even make sense.
Oh, you've already done some gradients over there?
Just a little
I'm not going
bit.
to peek. I'm not going to peek.
Don't even. Let's give him a little bit of a thicker frill on this fin.
I am trying to figure out what to do with this guy, and he's just got...
He is an enigma, isn't he? But here's the thing. He is so just muddy that really you can't mess him up, you know?
That you would be surprised, I think.
I really feel that, like, kind of whatever you do to him, as long as you kind of make his skin look muddy and disguised, he's gonna like it, first of all.
And he's gonna like it?
Okay. Yeah.
I don't think he has a say in it.
He does not. You are correct.
I'm just trying to get some of this extra value in here. He's just kind of got a lot going on, doesn't he? He's a very messy boy.
He's quite messy.
Where do these fish live?
They live on the bottom of...
The deep?
Not the deep. They're not the deep. Actually, not at all. I think they're kind of more favorable of, like, tropical climates, maybe. They appear to live in, like, that deep of an area.
He does kind of look like a vacationer. Wow, his eyes are incredible. I can see his soul.
Oh, yeah, I love his eyes.
They're
bobbly.
There's something.
We'll learn a lot working on those
eyes. Do they see a lot? Like,
they see other fish getting in on their lawn.
Yeah, but like, why are their eyes like this?
Why aren't yours like that?
I have so many questions about this fish. Like, I don't want to say God made a mistake, but
oh gosh,
have you seen this thing?
He's wacky. He's pretty wild.
He is wild and hideous. Oh, man.
I think the uglier you get in the ocean, like, the better. Like, that's just more fun to look at and observe.
The uglier, the better.
As far as the ocean goes.
So ugly, it's cute.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't believe in that idea.
Oh. I don't subscribe to that theologic stance.
Well, like, pugs and stuff. I don't think pugs are very cute. I don't think chihuahuas are very cute, personally. I know a lot of people do,
but they're not. They're not your speed.
No, I always feel bad for pugs.
Yeah, I do like it. I've seen some attempts lately to like breed out the short snout and like breed them with another kind of dog. I don't know how I feel about for the dogs that are getting bred into it, but there's a lot of love out there for pugs, and I think they're going to be around a long time. So I think it's totally a worthwhile endeavor. We've definitely talked about pugs on here before. I think they take up a lot of space in our brains, more than we'd care to admit.
Oh, wow. Well, that's how it works. I mean, we're going to have this exact conversation.
What's the saying? They live in our head rent-free.
Yes, I have heard that. And I don't really understand it. It's like you can't get it out kind of thing?
Yeah, like, hey, you hate that so much, but you're thinking about it all the time. It lives in your head rent-free.
Oh, okay. It does, yeah. Poor pugs.
Poor pugs. Think about pugs a lot.
I'm going to think about this fish a lot. Like tonight while I'm trying to sleep. I'm just going to be like, I'm going to wake up in the middle of the night, cold sweat, like...
The fish! The sarcastic fringe-head fish!
So, yeah, you said that earlier. Why sarcastic? What's that about?
I guess just his grumpy look. I'm really, as with pretty much everything we talk about here, I am casting a long line down memory lane to try to dredge up long, half-forgotten details. Details on things I once knew.
So they don't really look sarcastic. Is that like the idea, though? It looks sarcastic?
Yeah, I don't remember why they're called that. But I know that's what they're called.
Wow. Okay. Well, I'm here for it.
Mm-hmm.
What are clownfish known for?
Clowning
around? No?
Some people say they're mean, but I think they're just actually very territorial. Is perhaps because they defend the anemone, and there's a lot of fish that want to snack on an anemone.
How do they defend it? They're so tiny.
They nip at them. Kind of like you ever see starlings gang up on a bigger like bird of prey, or smaller birds in general gang up on a larger bird of prey. Just to even push it out of the area, they'll harass it till it leaves the area where they're taking care of
Lots of creatures do that. Like water buffalo and stuff will all team up on the lion or predator is. Same idea, I guess.
How does that apply in human life? Like, what would be our equivalent?
Oh no, we just watch people get bullied. That's how it works in the human world.
Oh, okay, gotcha. We used to have that, and then no.
So I'm so confused why you set this to darken.
I did, and then I forgot about the hue, saturation, and brightness, and so I did both because I darkened it, and then I remembered about hue, saturation, and brightness. So then I went to hue, saturation, and brightness, and I changed it.
Amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm going to try to get some stuff on here.
Okay.
Some little background. Because we got like 1 minute before we got to do another swap-a-rooney.
Well, I believe in you. Take all the time you need.
No, that's not how this works.
Oh, okay.
We're supposed to trade. And whatever you get is what you get. You get what you get.
You get what you get.
And don't throw a fit.
And you have to go from there.
You have to live with it.
This is how we're going to really expose our own weaknesses.
That's the point.
We already expose them all the time, regardless.
No, more weakness.
More weakness.
Pain is weakness leaving the body. It's kind of true.
Mm-hmm.
In a painful way.
I am...
done.
Copping out.
Copping out?
I've been working on the anemone strands.
Oh, have you? You gave up on fishy?
I did a little bit on fishy, but then I realized, with him, since you went to the trouble of adding the anemone strands...
Let me see what you got. Here.
I'm not done. Give me one more minute.
It's time.
Give me one...
Nope.
Ooh! I love this. He is so vibrant.
So vibrant.
Look at the vibrancy. Look at his background.
So vibrant.
Wow. I don't think I would have gotten this vibrant. I love this.
Well, you still have that's very kind of you. You got your work cut out for you, though,
You
I think.
simplified. See, I always get kind of muddy, kind of giving in the vagueness of the tertiary stuff. But you're just like, no, let's just put a block of color here. That's what's going on. Therefore, block of color. Very good work, Ben. Very good work.
I'm trying.
Let's see.
Well, now what are you going to do? I'll give you some time to think. Look around, take a gander.
I'm going to make a clipping mask over what you did and just experiment with adding more, I guess. I don't know.
Adding more, I guess?
Let's see. I mean, with this level of blocking in,
If
I
there's
feel
one
like...
thing I'd say about you, Abby, is that you're always so confident.
Oh, how I end everything with a question? Unsureness?
So you are, we've been learning Japanese. We've talked about this before.
Yes.
And,
Hi.
very nice. So you constantly, you'll try to say something in Japanese, and I'll say ka at the end, which means question mark, essentially. So think of it like a question mark in English for those that don't know Japanese. Which
is
I
us.
Which I hope is, well, yes, it is
Well, me
us,
anyway.
but most listening will not. But either way, Abby will say something, and I'll say that, and she'll say, "No, I'm saying like a statement," and I'm like, "Oh, you don't sound like it. It sounds like you're saying a question."
Well, I'm speaking a language I don't even know, so
Yes,
everything
but,
is
like,
very unsure.
Everything, like, you'll say something, and I'll be like, "Wait, is that it? Are you asking a question, or are you just trying to say
Right.
something?" So yes, you do maybe say things with a questioning intonation.
Sometimes I have questions that I'm not even asking.
Oh, it's rhetorical then.
No, there's a different ending for that in Japanese. If you're asking a rhetorical question.
Well, we don't need to look. Oh, you want to flex your Japanese knowledge?
Yeah.
Okay, what is it? Oh no. Oh.
Wait, I'm thinking. I'm not in that headspace right now.
She wanted to flex.
I'm in drawing headspace, not learning a foreign language headspace.
Well, you can remember it later.
I've always wanted to learn a foreign language. I've always felt like that's one of my shortcomings as an adult, is that I haven't taken the time to learn a foreign language.
It takes a long, long time. It's very hard. Big time investment, right? Like when you first start, as with many things, you jump in and you say, "I have no idea how difficult this is or how long this will take."
Mm-hmm.
And then you get in on your little language learning and you're like, "Oh,
Oh, that's how long.
a
and how
very,
difficult.
very long time, huh? Years? Possibly longer."
But they do recommend it. I read a very nice article the other day.
Tell me about that.
It was just a nice one. I forget where I saw it, but it said that we're seeing fewer incidences of declines in brain health as we age, because all this advice that's been put out over the years, like, oh, do lots of puzzles, do this, that, or the other thing, all that advice that, I think there was no way to tell until many years had passed if it would work. Turns out maybe it's working. We're seeing less incidences of
Video
dementia,
games are
Alzheimer's.
saving the world.
Oh no, that means I might not be on that hot list then of people to benefit. I don't play that many video games.
You're playing the word game, the word.
The Wordle, thanks,
Yeah,
Ben.
you're
Thanks.
Well, you're beating me. You're kicking my butt.
We'll see what happens.
How do you feel like your fishy's going there?
Beautifully.
What are you gonna do for your finishing touches? Panic?
I'm gonna leave the sketch on. He's kind of like an illustration of a fish.
He's like the idea of a fish.
No,
maybe.
he's like the illustration of a fish.
Well,
I'm no longer
explain.
the idea of anything. I just mean he uses very like black and very striking black outlines on things.
Mm-hmm.
He's very clearly not going for realism. This is him painting himself, I guess.
Right. Of course. Yeah. What
That
is?
should be blue.
He's his own. He's got his own style, his own path,
Yeah, exactly.
his own everything.
Yeah. I'm adding in blue where I see some blue. What about you? How's that going?
How is that going? I'm just trying to add in a little more value, kind of split it up a little more.
I love that.
Make him feel more three-dimensional. I think he feels just a little too flat. The background definitely needs some help.
I've learned in the past couple of episodes that the background should not be ignored. Like, it's one thing to create like a really pleasing image on the surface, but if you had the background, that is like the cream. That's the cherry on top.
The cream of the crop. Aside from like me getting in here and like looking at each individual piece and then like representing and drawing that, it's like, can I make this look good just by doing like to quote you, an idea of that thing, you know? Oh wow, you are zoomed in, and that is just something to behold.
He's such a good-looking fish. I like
You're
him.
You're so polite. You're so nice.
I enjoy
to your
him.
fish.
I mean it. I love him.
Oh God.
He is a fish after my own heart.
Oh no. Like,
He's a
what does
precious
this say
animal.
about me?
Nothing.
You're such a precious
You're
little
such a
fish.
precious little fish, Ben. You're my precious little fish.
Oh no.
Thanks for being my precious fish
No.
through the years.
Oh God.
Dear Ben, thanks for being my precious fish. Love, Abby. Aw. That's the title of this episode. Ben, you are my precious fish. And I love you.
I love you too.
Are we trading back anymore this episode?
No, we're done.
I thought so.
It is finito.
I'm gonna give him these little fins above his head, and then he's gonna be all done.
Wow.
Very cute.
I love the sound effects.
Thanks. I like Drawbli to be like a big like IMAX experience.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like, we have everything. We have the visuals. We have the sounds. We have, if you look under your seat, it's actually, it's going to squirt water at you as we draw our fish.
It's a
Be
very
careful.
comfy seat.
Yeah, it's going to vibrate.
Ooh, what
and
IMAX theater is this?
It's a full, it's going to involve all 5 senses. You can...
I'm gonna go.
Oh, do you guys smell that? It smells like, smell that ocean spray? Just close your eyes. You can hear it. Oh, you can hear the ocean. Do you hear it,
I
Abby?
feel like I'm there.
Yeah. You can taste the ugly fish.
I don't know that people eat these. Ta-da!
All right, let's check him out. Oh, wow. You did a lot to him. You, like, really refined him. And I can very much see some of your own style coming in here.
Oh no,
Some Abby
I'm
style.
so worried about this style of mine.
No, it's good. Like, I like it. You get, like, a lot of cool, fun texture and, like, some heavy lines that are, like, really cool and draw your attention to specific areas that I think you do either intentionally or not. It's a very cool effect and aesthetic.
Thank you.
I like him. He turned out really cool. Here's
You
my
did
little
some good work on him too.
teeny tiny fishy.
Oh, look at him. See, I like that you erased the anemone around him and you clearly darkened his background. I like that I can tell that he's bending.
Ooh,
Like he is
good.
definitely has like a U shape slightly. Like he could tell he's almost 3D. He's coming out.
A little bit.
You got his dimensionality. You're so good. Is it because you're a sculptor? Is that why that you're really good at like the dimensions?
No, I just try to focus on it a little. But now that I flipped the canvas, I do see he does look a little odd in some areas. He's got like that back fin's a little stumpy maybe.
Yeah,
but
he's like finding Demo. You know, he's Nemo's little cousin. Nemo has a fin that's not working right, so this little guy has
this
tail.
is my cousin Demo. Well, with that, thanks for watching, everybody. You can share your
fish.
online using the hashtag Drawbli and click the subscribe button to be notified of future videos.
Do. Get off my lawn. Oh gosh, I got off my own lawn.
And this is the part where we say goodbye.
Goodbye. I like the part where we say hello.
Hello. Yes. Hi.
Nobody can see you doing that at this part.